Hello.
Good morning.
We are here to give you your lesson for this week. We're going to be introducing you to our learning target, which is I can identify elements of drama. We will be showing you notes on this, which you can access on Google Classroom. Back to the website. There are 3 different types of genres that we are going to be looking at in the coming weeks. One is poetry, another is drama, and the last one is prose. So authors write in different genres to express their ideas. By learning about and comparing the elements of different genres, readers can better understand what they are reading. For example, knowing that dramas have stage directions and dialogue helps readers learn more about the characters. So this week we are looking specifically at drama, and we will look at those other 2 in the coming weeks.
So, elements of drama. Drama is a story that is acted out in front of people or an audience, kind of like a reader's theater. A drama can be a play, a puppet show, a song, or a dance story that a person on stage performs for a group of people. Have you ever pretended to be someone else, Miss Moore?
A lot.
Have you ever acted out a story with a friend?
Many times. And not friends.
How about ever gone to see a show or a play?
I actually have Broadway season tickets, Mrs. Crawford.
Well, guess what? Those are all examples of a drama.
Wow, I think we actually have a drama club here, Mrs. Crawford, where they're going to be doing a play, so we can actually see this in person.
Maybe, if we get to come back to school.
Oh, well, fingers crossed.
Yes,
that will happen. So plays are written in a special form, which helps you to picture what is happening on stage. This special form is called a script. A script contains the list of characters, the lines the characters say, and the stage directions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually take notes on the elements of a drama, which are different than the other 2. So we're going to click on over. So there's our learning target for this week. So the first thing we're going to do is write elements of drama. And we're going to identify those elements of drama and be able to describe what those elements are. So when we read a drama or a script, as the note said, we will be able to see that it is a drama. So the first element would be, scroll on down there. It has a list of characters.
The list of characters at the beginning of the play tells who will be appearing in the play. Some plays have a narrator. The narrator gives the audience information about what's happening in the play. So in the example they give called The Heirloom, Greta and Oma are the characters in the play.
So we're going to take notes on that. And the first one is going to be characters.
If I can spell correctly.
It's okay, Mrs. Crawford. We all make mistakes. No pressure. We're just recording this.
I know, right?
So the characters are listed at the beginning of a drama or play.
Also known as a script.
Ooh, it's good. So then we can also say, because we learned that we find out every character in a play before we even start reading it, which I think is pretty cool.
Yes.
No surprises. No Aries button into our story this time.
Right?
And we would always know who Kronos was in the pit.
Ooh, it definitely would have included him as a character instead of us finding out later.
Oh man, I don't think... Glad that's not a play.
All right, so the next element is the setting. The setting is where and when the play takes place, which we know there's already a setting of every story, when and where it takes place. But in a drama, the setting is identified throughout the play. The living room of Greta's house during the afternoon is the setting of the play, The Heirloom, because it's a short play, there's only one setting. So, Miss Moore, does that mean that some plays have more than one setting?
Yes, and it also means that the setting is always identified. It will say setting and then a colon and wherever that particular part of the play is taking place. Which, again, pretty
Right
cool
here.
because you do not need to infer anything. It's right there. Tells you.
Setting is also told at the beginning of the play or drama. The beginning of the drama.
And whenever the setting changes.
And whenever the setting changes. And like we said on the characters, we know the setting of the drama before we ever read it.
So something I like about that is that it kind of gives you this frame of mind. You know, if you know where something is taking place, it sets you up to understand the story better.
Absolutely. We can start to visualize a little bit sooner before we read the details.
Yeah.
The next element is descriptions. What do they mean by descriptions?
Well, let's find out. Descriptions are related to the setting of the play, but provide much more information about what has already happened before the play begins, or how the characters are feeling before the first lines of dialogue. So descriptions are just that. They're descriptions of emotions or what the characters are doing or feeling. Not doing, because doing are stage directions, right?
Yep.
So that's another element down there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I hope you heard that because
But kind of what they're doing before the play, though, it kind of sets the stage, I guess, for what's to come.
So descriptions can also provide detailed information about the setting. So the setting will just say Miss Moore's classroom, Mrs. Crawford's classroom, but the descriptions will give you a little bit more detail.
Mhm.
So whenever you ask somebody to describe something, what are you doing? You're giving them more detail.
Giving detail.
So that's a good way to remember this.
So instead of the author just giving you details within the text or the story, it's actually given before they even tell the story.
Exactly. Which makes it a little nice.
Indeed. So let's look up here. Right here. Gives you the whole description before we ever even read it. It sets us up for what Greta and Oma are doing.
Cool.
So element number 3, description.
So descriptions are?
Yeah, let's do that. Descriptions are simply
Details.
a list of details?
Sure.
List of details that describe to the reader the background information of the story.
Perfect. Now, again, if you have any questions about anything that we're doing here, please let us know through Google Hangout or through a comment on your work so that we can better explain things.
Yes. All right, the next element of a drama in the list is dialogue. Wait, we've heard this word before.
Yeah? Is it because we've talked about quotations?
Oh, yeah, that's dialogue when someone's speaking. The dialogue is the lines of text the characters speak in the play. The character's name appears before the lines they speak. A play's dialogue often tells what the characters are thinking and feeling. So do they use quotation marks in a drama, Miss Moore?
They do not. The coolest thing is you know exactly what people are saying because the name is at the beginning and then it has that awesome colon and then it has a description and then actually what Greta is saying. So you never read what is in the parentheses because that is either telling you to do something or how you're feeling. So no quotation marks here, but it's very broken up so that it's easily able to see what people are saying.
So it basically only tells each character's name and then exactly what they say.
Exactly.
Dialogue is what the characters are actually saying, but without quotation marks, because it is only the dialogue.
Cool.
All right, so the other thing you were talking about, though, with the parentheses, is that another element?
I believe it's our next element,
Oh,
Mrs.
yeah.
Crawford.
Stage direction.
So, stage directions tell the actors or characters what to do. They tell actors where to go on the stage, how to move, how to say their lines. So, if I were to say, you know, if I were reading a script right now, which I'm not, but if I were, it might say, act really excited about the next element. And so I would know my voice needs to be excited.
Oh, so right here where it says Greta, very excited. So when Greta speaks, instead of saying, Oma, what did you bring me? She might say, Oma, what did you bring me?
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, Mrs. Crawford.
But I don't have to infer that she's doing it with excitement because it tells me already.
Exactly. So again, pretty easy. Right there for you.
Right there. Stage directions are written in parentheses or brackets, because in that example it was brackets.
And let's go ahead and put parentheses in there so they know what they are, because I know a lot of times kids get confused about
When we use those
quotation
words,
marks, apostrophes, commas, you know, that kind of stuff.
Parentheses or brackets. I don't have that as an option on my keyboard.
They're right here.
Oh, there it
Found
is.
them.
Nope, wrong kind. Gotta hit shift.
I did hit shift.
Oh, then don't hit shift.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. One more.
Boom.
Perfect.
So there you go.
So if we see words written in those,
You don't
punctuation
say
marks,
them.
we don't
That's
say
the big thing. Big
we just
emphasis.
read them. Okay,
on-
so do not read those
Words.
words aloud.
So stage directions are written in parentheses or brackets and tell the character or actor what to
Ooh,
do.
Yes. So should we add that here? Or
Yeah.
We'll just do this. Make
Well,
another. They show. No, they tell. They tell the actor.
or character, because we used character as an element.
Hold on. They show the actor what to do or the emotion
Nope, emotion is description,
and action.
right?
But it was still in there as excited.
Okay.
Or the emotions and actions of the character. Because it's really a stage direction to tell the actor or the reader what to do because the character is doing it.
Right. No, I totally agree with you on that one.
Number 6.
Again, no guessing here. Everything's just laid right out for you. Last one. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Crawford, this one looks super duper familiar. I feel like we've talked about theme almost every day this year.
I think it's probably because every text most likely has some kind of theme, right?
Excellent. Yeah, it was either theme or main idea. That's what I
Yes.
feel like this year's
Kind of like
has
the
been.
central message. The theme is the lesson or message of a play. To identify the play's message, you have to look for clues in what the characters say and do, what happens as the result of their actions, and how the characters change. So this time we do have to actually read the story to understand the theme, it's not already given for us.
Do you think that these themes could be those common themes we've already talked about?
I think maybe some of them might be.
Okay, cool. Because I know that in our traditional literature, they
Most of them
weren't
yeah.
common themes.
Were a little
They
bit
were
different.
So
But
good
they
to
were-
see we're going back to our roots.
But they were kind of common across most of those
Traditional
literature
Oh,
texts.
of course, yes.
Theme is the message or lesson portrayed through
Ooh, that's a good word choice.
story. There we go. Readers can infer. Can't type today.
It's okay.
The theme of the drama, and it's usually, like Miss Moore said, a common theme. I I cannot type today.
That's why I'm not typing.
Maybe you should be.
All right, so the element